joining us on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line as he's going through his first OTAs, mandatory OTAs, as a professional football player. He is Florida State's Jermaine Johnson of the New York Jets. How you doing, Jermaine?
I'm doing great.
I'm glad to hear that, sir. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let's jump right into this here.
Yes, sir.
What were you thinking on draft night with you, Jermaine? What were you thinking about that night?
I mean, kind of much similar to you. Just seeing my name drop a little bit, than anticipated. But I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason, and and look where I am. I'm at where I wanted to go, and I'm surrounded by people that want me and believe in me, and that's just great. So I'm happy to be where I am, and like I said, I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason.
Well, and this league is filled with all-time great players who got passed up and whose first night as a professional was longer than anticipated. So, that it's happened to so many great ones before. But, when you were going through it, what were you thinking, if you don't mind channeling back to that long night, Jermaine?
Yeah, it's all good. It wasn't a long night. I had a long road. I was super happy to get drafted in the first round. But, I mean, if I could go back, I was just like, after I got past kind of where I was projected and where my agent was telling me, I was just like, okay, now every pick could have been where I was going. So I was just imagining me in that uniform or me in that town and, just trying to wrap my head around it and just kind of how that went every pick that passed. But then, I heard ahead of time that the Jets traded to the 26th pick. And then I immediately started smiling because, I knew right then and there. So I'm extremely happy how it played out.
And so I got right here on NBC Sports on Peacock, and we're also on NBC Sports Audio, SiriusXM Channel 85 after the Dan Patrick Show every single day on those two outlets for the Rich Eisen Show. And back here on the terrestrial radio outfit, I'm on the phone with Jermaine Johnson, their Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line, New York Jet, going through draft night. So last one for you on the wait. Why do you think you dropped? What were you told as to why you think you dropped all the way down at 26 in this draft?
I have no idea. And
None.
To be quite honest, I haven't asked anyone because I just simply don't care. Like I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care.
Right.
Like I'm extremely happy where I ended up, and that's not just a PR answer or whatever. But like, to be honest, I'm surrounded by great players. I'm surrounded by great teammates. The staff's awesome, and my vets in my room. Like I got to give a shout out to the vets in my room because not every room's like that. They're helping me every way they can. They're teaching me the ropes, and they're just they believe in me as well. So. I'm extremely happy with how everything's playing out, and I love the state of Jersey. I love the state of New York, and it's kind of right up my alley. So I'm very happy.
Well, I'm I don't know if you're aware of this, Jermaine, but I'm from Staten Island, New York, and I have been rooting for the Jets. I've been rooting for the New York Jets ever since I was 6 years old. I mean, so you don't need to sell me on all of that. I mean, that I believe you, and I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe that the Jets were able to get two blue chip players and then get a third in the first round of the draft. Who was the guy who called you? Who when your phone rang and you might have seen like a 201 area code or any other area code associated with New Jersey? Who was that guy for you?
Who called me on draft night? Who I spoke to first?
Yeah.
It's hard to remember because I spoke to everybody. I spoke to literally everybody in that room. If I want to remember right, I want to say Rex was the first one I spoke to. But then after that, obviously Joe, Kosala, and everyone else. It was just going on. Like I was almost late to walking up to the podium. I was like, I gotta go.
And it was a long walk too. That was one of the longest walks I've ever seen any draftees have to make of a draft. That was a long walk.
It definitely was. I almost hit the fat man trot over. I didn't want to be late to the podium.
Jermaine Johnson here on the Rich Eisen Show. All right, so let's dive into this because you mentioned that it wasn't a long wait for you on draft night because you've had a long journey. Let's start with that. Let's talk about that. Where is Independence Community College, Jermaine? Where is that?
Look, I had no idea before I went there, that was even a place. But it's in the southeast corner of Kansas, like an hour outside of the Oklahoma border.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a town of, I think, 6,000 to 9,000, maybe less.
And how did you wind up there? How did you wind up there?
So my first couple of years of high school, I didn't really handle business. And then the last couple of years I tried to combat that. And, I really wasn't able to upset that. I could have went and gray shirted a couple different schools. But, my junior college coach, Coach Jason Brown, called me. And he said, look, if you just come here for 18 months, you'll be able to go wherever you want. And, essentially that's what happened. And I was able to go wherever I wanted.
And you went from there to Georgia, and then Florida State is where you finally wound up, right?
Correct.
Okay. And so what untapped potential did you tap into at Florida State that you feel, you can unleash into the National Football League, Jermaine Johnson?
I was just cut loose, to be quite honest. I feel that the biggest change in my game from Georgia to Florida State was being cut loose and gaining more confidence, because I knew I had my teammates relying on me that much more because I'm out there so much. So just getting all the reps I did and able to build confidence in myself every week that went by. I just became a better player every week that went by because, now I'm out there rolling. I'm out there trying to make plays for my team. And I think that's pretty much what it was being cut loose and showing myself that, I am what I think I am. And
did you have any visits with the Jets before the draft, Jermaine?
I did.
Okay.
They were one of my top 30 visits, and it was so seamless. It was like I was already on the roster, to be quite honest. And then, prior to that, I was like, New Jersey, New York, it doesn't really sound that, appealing, but then I get here and I get surrounded by all the amazing people, I swear. And then we're just hitting it off, and it was awesome. So, I went to the Senior Bowl and I wasn't able to actually get with them because I left early. Mm-hmm. So I was never able to be around, the staff. And then once I got around everybody, I was like, man, this place is awesome. It's definitely on the up and up, and I'm glad I can just help with that.
And so what did you tell Robert Saleh? What's your conversations been with your HC, who I think he'll know what to do to unleash you in the same way that you talked about being able to play free at Florida State?
You saying now? Or
yeah, talk to me now. Like when you're talking, you're at OTAs, you're in these meeting rooms, you're now a professional football player. You're ready to go hunt Mac Jones and Josh Allen and Tua Tagovailoa on behalf of the New York Jets in a division you care to win.
Man, you're so right about that. I'm definitely excited for that. But, I'm a big family guy, team guy, no lie. So I'm keeping the main thing, and I'm just going to do everything I can that the team asks of me to help put the team in a better position to win. So, if that looks like playing special teams, I'll do that. If that looks like coming in on third down, I'll do that. If that looks like starting whatever, I'll do that. It's just whatever role, they want to throw at me, I'm gonna eat it up, and I'm going to have fun with it.
Yeah, and then you're talking about the vets in your room. There are some people who are vets, but who have something to prove as well, coming back from injury, right, like Vinnie Curry and Carl Lawson. You've got John Franklin Myers sitting there. You got a kid in Quinnen Williams who's got a top 5 pick designation as well for him, ready to roll. What's it like in that room for you and for the Jets, Jermaine?
Man, it's awesome. I'm not going to lie. Every day it's extremely competitive, but it's not competitive in a way to where we're like, nah, we're not going to help each other so that we get the upper hand. It's literally like, we're going to get the best out of each other and then compete against the best we just got out of one another. So it's just, the competition level keeps rising. The accountability is there. It's literally just everything's on the up and up, from my point of view. And obviously I'm a rookie. I don't know that much, but we're having a great time and we're working our butts off.
Well, I'm sure, again, you've met your fellow rookies. Tell me about your first impression of Sauce Gardner, Jermaine.
I'm not going to lie. Me and Sauce click right away. We hang out all the time, and he's a hard worker, and, he knows that it's bigger than just making plays on the field as well as myself. So, we're kind of on the same level on just trying to go out there and just lead by example, just be seen and not really heard at the moment. You got to earn that. Like I said, we're rookies. So, we got to earn our stripes and stuff like that. And, he just has a humble mindset, but he's confident in his abilities like myself. So, I think he's a great player.
So are you carrying bags? You doing grunt work in your first OTAs? Were you doing stuff like that?
Of course, man. I'm carrying helmets, whatever the vets want me to do, bring snacks.
Snacks.
They can't wait till the rookie dinner. I'm sure. But I mean, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I was blessed with great vets because they're not doing me as bad as I'm sure some other places are. But they're definitely giving me a little bit of a runaround. But that's part of it. And it's almost like a rite of passage. So I feel honored.
Well,
to be able to, go through some of that.
You also know what a good offense looks like from your point of view. What can you tell anybody in Jet fandom about what Zach Wilson and the offense you're going against in practice looks like, Jermaine?
Man, Zach can whip it. I'm not gonna lie. He can put that ball pretty much anywhere on the field. And like I said, O-line, D-line, we kind of don't get that much team opportunity. We're just in Indy most of the time. But when we are doing those team reps, they look smooth. Zach looks smooth. He looks more confident in everything. So I mean, everything I'm hearing is everything's on the up and up from my point of view.
All right, Jermaine Johnson, I'm going to leave this interview by asking you a question I asked of Sauce Gardner before the Jets drafted him. All of us in the Jets fan base, honestly, it's been, I'm about to turn 53 years old. I know exactly how long the Jets have been, how long it's been since the Jets won a Super Bowl, because it's my exact age. I was born the year Joe Namath won one for the Jets. And the phrase that Jets fans and so many people use when things don't go well, more often than not, is it's same old Jets. How are you going to approach erasing that sensibility and sense, same old Jets? Jermaine Johnson.
I mean, every year is a new year. Every year is a new team. You've seen what the Bengals did. So I'm just, one thing about this building is we're not scared of expectation, especially in the defensive room. That's something we talk about. We're not scared of expectation. So just going into it knowing, what bad luck, what bad juju. We're building a new identity. So that's how I'm approaching it. And that's how everyone is approaching it. And, we're building, something great here. And it's definitely not hanging on our backs at all. We have high goals, and we have every intention on hitting those goals.
Jermaine Johnson, let's do this more often. It's a pleasure to meet you here. You go do that thing. You go.
Yes, sir. Hey, I got you.
Okay, I will take that to the bank.
Rich, I'm wondering what kind of snacks do the Jets?
What snacks are you being asked to tote around? What snacks?
What snacks?
Yeah, what are you being asked to grab? You said you're grabbing snacks for the veterans. What's happening?
They're building a shopping list now, and I'm sure there's going to be tedious things. There's going to be tedious things that only one store has in New Jersey. I'm sure we got to find, but it's all good. I'm up for all of it.
So it's like a treasure hunt for snacks? Is that what you're saying?
That's a good.
Is that what it is?
By the way,
it's not going to be just go to Walmart and get some chips. It's going to be go to find truffles in a glass jar, and if you bring truffles back in a plastic bag, good luck. So you got to get it exactly right.
Okay, so when you're being placed onto such a honeydew, if you will, list, do us a favor, take a photograph of that snack that you had to go travel all over New Jersey to go get, and at Rich Eisen Show when you do that, and post it. Okay, Jermaine?
All right. I got you. When I find out what it is, I got you.
Very good. At Rich Eisen Show. Thank you for the call, Jermaine. You be well.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
You got it. Jermaine Johnson II, right here on the Rich Eisen Show.
I like him, man.
Another one I like, too.
I like him.